Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Fallout 3. You're not a mole rat. Get down. We're being assaulted by dogs today, apparently. But that's okay. Jericho once again seems to be lost somewhere, but I'm sure he'll catch up at some point and make himself useful. He better do. I paid 1,000 caps for him. You'd think he'd be able to at least follow me in a straight line. Maybe not. I hope he doesn't mind that we're about to potentially destroy his home and everything that is in it. Because we are today going to Tenpenny Towers. Maybe we'll just pass some time as well so we can enjoy the sunrise. Let's see what we see on our travels, because there's bound to be other points of interest. Places to go and rob, people to see and murk. Looks like there's an individual over there. Oh no, it's just a robot. My eyes aren't the best. But this road could lead somewhere interesting, even if it's slightly off the path that I'm supposed to be taking. Yeah, this has led us to Fort Independence. That sounds very impressive and important. Now, there are a couple of peeps nearby. Are they up on this road? Or were they actually down below after all? Yeah, they might be down here.
Keep your head down, idiot. Raider incoming.
You calling an idiot? Blimey. These buggers are heavily armoured. Turret control system. We could activate this, you know. Have a little tinker while they deal with the raider up the stairs. Now, what's this going to let us do? Oh, we can reconfigure the targeting parameters, you say. No targeting data. Please exercise caution. It's probably fine.
If you're going to get yourself killed out here, you mind doing it further away from our bunker? I don't want your corpse sticking up our little patch of heaven.
I would hate it if my corpse were in this lovely wasteland. It would clash with the drapes.
Yeah, the red would never go with all this brown. But if we remodel and still need a corpse, we'll call you, okay? I'm Defender Anne-Marie Morgan with the Outcasts. Good to have someone else out here who can keep up.
Who are you people?
We call ourselves the Outcasts, and we collect technology to preserve it from tribals and idiot locals. And before you ask, we were cast out from that company of Zeros, who call themselves Lion's Brotherhood of Steel. Way we figure it, if traders think we're too harsh in following orders, we're probably doing something right.
Tell me about yourselves.
We collect technology, and most people want what we've collected. Right now, we're pretty much stuck defending this fort, but that won't be forever. Once we regroup, we'll continue our work and keep moving back west.
So you collect technology then? That sounds valuable. How do I sign up?
We aren't recruiting, kid. Old sap lions might trust walk-ins, but we don't. But if you want to help out, well, we might be able to work out a deal. You bring in technological devices, and we'll pay you a finder's fee based on the device. But Protector Kasdan would have to okay it first.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I'm in.
Okay, but first you'll have to talk with Protector Kasdan. You can work out the details with him.
Wonderful.
Protector Kasdan, sir. We've got a local interested in the job.
I'm Protector Henry Kasdan, leader of the Outcasts. This had better be good. Normally, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to a local, but Morgan tells me you can make yourself useful. So, interested in collecting technology for us?
I'll take the job.
That's what I like to hear. You can start immediately. You'll report directly to me. I'll take in your gear and dole out your pay. Now get cracking.
Do I have any technology to turn in right now? Got scrap metal, I guess.
It's practically junk, but we can get some use out of it. How'd you like your payment?
Yeah, we'll take some ammo.
Here you go. Try not to use it all in one place unless you have to.
And what is it you're looking for again?
Power armor, energy weapons, and all sorts of advanced technology. Even some junk like sensor units or spare parts can be useful. Some of it goes into the archives, some of it gets used to repair our own gear. Either way, it's better in our hands than lying around out there.
That's all, for now. Interesting. I'm not sure if this is modded, you know. I've generally not put on a lot of content mods. It's mostly just graphical improvements and stability, as I've said. But the fact that when I first started, it popped up with this quest to aid the outcasts, that makes me think that this is in fact a modded quest that's been added, where we can just hand in junk to make ourselves some extra cash, I guess.
You won't
Ah, you've got the access key.
get away
Okay.
with that.
Maybe we'll snatch that from you at some point down the line. Have a look around. Because you do have some pretty cool looking armour. And I wouldn't mind a bit of that. But distractions aside, let's move on with our quest to get to Tenpenny Towers. I want to see what that place looks like. All these buggers. Take care of that, please, Jericho. Bloat flies. What horrible little things they are. If it wasn't for the fact that life in Vault 101 was boring as all hell, I might say that it was a mistake coming up to the surface, but no. Even getting spat on by giant flies is more interesting than sitting around down there all day eating sweet rolls. Now, what's going on over here? Another one. Suppose we can't let Jericho have all the fun. Is that Tenpenny Towers? Certainly looks to be the tallest building in the vicinity. So I guess that would make sense. Now, you guys are the outcasts again, aren't you? Yeah. That's cool. Where are they jogging off to? You spot trouble. What is that thing? A giant scorpion? Now they found something else to shoot. Bloodthirsters? Who the hell are you? Deathclaw Gauntlet? We'll take that. So we could stick that on our little mitt and knock people out. Well, shred them pretty much, I guess. Not sure I want to know what a Deathclaw is, but if its hand will come in handy, then yeah, we'll take it. So we've got what looks like the remains of a town here. Bunch of knackered old houses. This building looks to have a working door. Willie's Grocer. Yeah, looks like a mini version of the old Super Duper Mart. Oh, Radroaches. Yep. We know how to deal with you. By and large, nothing particularly thrilling in this building, it seems. Oh, there's a safe though, but too tough for us. Mayhap we could come back another time and crack open that safe. And this does very much look like it could be the tower in question. Big safe walls around it. Looks a bit more impressive than the junk hanging around outside Megaton.
You can tell Tenpenny he can kiss my ass. We've got plenty of bottle caps. Let me in, goddammit.
How many times do we have to go through this? You're not getting in.
I can stand here all day yelling at you through this damn speaker if I have to.
I've already told you Tenpenny won't allow zombies to live here.
Who the hell are you calling a zombie?
You're definitely not human, that's for damn sure. For the last time, no zombies allowed.
Can't you tell the difference between me and a feral? Fine. I'll show you the goddamn difference. Just you wait. You'll get yours, all of you.
What a miserable bugger.
I thought I told you to get the hell out of here. Tenpenny doesn't want your goddamn caps, and I don't want the goddamn headache. For the last time, get your rotten, ugly, goddamn ghoul ass off Mr. Tenpenny's private property.
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
What? Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were one of those damn ghouls looking for a handout. You are currently trespassing on Alistair Tenpenny's private property. You have some reason to be here?
Yeah, I got business. I'm here to see Mr. Burke.
He's expecting you? Why didn't you say so right away? Just a moment. All right. Come on in. But I warn you, we're watching you.
Very well.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower. Don't do anything stupid.
If you were right there, then you could have just yelled over the wall. We didn't need an intercom for that, my friend.
What?
So how's the ghoul situation coming along?
That damn Roy Phillips won't take no for an answer. Keeps showing up, looking for a handout. He and his kind aren't wanted. End of story. If I were a betting man, I'd place a stack of caps on him trying something violent soon. And that would make Tenpenny nervous. I don't like it when Tenpenny gets nervous. But I can't spare the manpower to go hunt down Roy Phillips and his band of misfits, or I'd gladly end this thing once and for all.
What the hell is a ghoul anyway? Some kind of diseased human?
You serious? You don't know what a ghoul is?
Not exactly.
A goddamn disaster waiting to happen, that's what they are. Sure, maybe you can get over the fact that they look like someone took a cheese grater to their face. But it's what you don't see that's the problem. The radiation slowly eats away their brain. Then they go zombie on you. It's better for everyone to kill them before all that, if you ask me.
It does sound right. You tried talking to them. Could work something out, maybe.
Tenpenny doesn't care how big their pile of bottle caps is. He won't let ghouls live here. Those ghouls need to give up and go bother someone else.
Well, whatever. It's not really any of my business.
No, but perhaps it might be.
Interesting. Where are they hiding out, these ghouls?
Really? You? You're welcome to give it a try. But don't come crying to me when you get hurt. They've holed up in the nearby metro tunnels. They're living with packs of feral ghouls. Be careful. Roy seems damn close to turning zombie himself. I suppose you won't be doing this out of the kindness of your heart, How's 500 bottle caps sound? Payable upon termination of that damn ghoul, Roy Phillips, and all his followers.
Yeah, sounds good. I'd have probably done it for free.
Yeah, right. Good luck, soldier. I'm not coming after you to rescue your ass if you get in trouble. You're on your own. Roy Phillips and his gang are somewhere in Warrington Station metro tunnels. They've barred the main entrance. Try going through the train yard.
Can do. We got a new quest. Yeah. This place looks pleasant.
Hey there.
Hello there. Finally, a bit of civilization up here on the surface. Now, power of the atom is still selected, so that's great. Just need to go and find Mr. Burke. Although, what else have we got around here? We've got a lounge. We've got an apparel store, maybe.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Welcome to new urban apparel. I carry the finest in pre-war clothes. Hurry up, let's get you out of those old rags and into something fabulous.
Got a problem with the way I dress?
Fine. Keep wearing that trashy outfit. I don't care. You probably couldn't afford to upgrade your look anyway. I could have made you fabulous.
Let's do business anyway.
I only carry the finest garments.
I might want to just sell you a bunch of crap. Combat helmet. That would accessorize nicely with our combat armor. Doesn't carry much else that we might require. But yeah, let's buy ourselves a combat helmet.
You must come back soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wonderful. Now,
Hey there.
let's have a good old look around this place, shall we? Got more doors over here. Oh, metro access. Interesting.
Welcome to
Not exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to see if there were more shops or anything. There's a cafe. And a boutique.
Welcome to Boutique La Chic. I'm Lydia Montenegro, proprietor. Here you'll find only the best, with a price tag you can boast about to your friends.
Nice place you got here.
Your taste in shopping venue is impeccable. How may I assist you? My boutique has many unique items for the discerning customer.
What you got, friend? Weapons, brass knuckles, and spiked knuckles. Kinda cool. More combat armor. Various bits and bats. And then ammo. So you would be an ammo vendor for us, perhaps, if we need one.
Until next we meet.
See you later, Lydia. Be so easy to just rob the entire place, but no, I don't think we want to do that right now. Back here we've got the wellness center, so I guess this is for healing ourselves up.
Hello!
Yeah, there's a doctor and everything. Wonderful. Was there anything on the other side of the stairs at the back? Just restrooms, okay. So we're getting the lay of the land. But now let's head upstairs, because that's probably where Mr. Burke would be hanging out. These might just be people's rooms. Although on this floor we've got suites. Okay, so these look like most people's bedrooms. We've got Herbert Daring Dashwood. And I notice he's got an exploration database. People. Places, though. Paradise Falls. Slavers live there, apparently. Is this going to unlock things on our map? That would be nice. Seems like it's not. Okay. We could chat with him later, I suppose, but we're still looking for ways to get to Mr. Burke. I guess I could just, like, follow my map marker. That would make sense. Maybe the suites up here are not the place we need to go. We need to go back to the lobby and then somewhere else.
Well,
Yeah, here's an elevator.
status on Roy Phillips.
That brings us up to the penthouse suites.
Ah, yes, Mr. Burke is expecting you. He's waiting for you on the balcony.
Thanks.
Don't cause any trouble.
Now, where's that balcony? Here we are. Ooh.
Pulse charge is rigged. Excellent. Excellent!
Look at that view.
The anticipation is palpable, isn't it? When you have finished savoring the moment, you may have the honor of pressing the button. Oh, and mind your eyes, it'll be brighter than bright.
Yeah, I've already had issues in the past with bright lights. Ruining my day. But here's Mr. Tenpenny.
Fancy that! A visitor! I seldom get visitors, which is a tiresome shame, because I'm usually relentlessly bored out of my right mind. All of these confounded people fluster about like I'm made of eggshells and about to fall to pieces at any moment. I'm surprised they even let you in. So, what do you think of my fine tower here? It's quite the jewel of the wasteland, isn't it? I dare say I'm quite proud of it myself.
I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Righto. When I saw this place jutting up out of the horizon, I knew what I had to do. I hired some muscle, and we got this place fixed up right quick. I had the great fortune to run into Mr. Burke, an absolute gem of a man. He certainly has a way of getting done what needs to get done, doesn't he? Then it was a matter of getting the right type of tenants with the right type of assets, and the rest is, as they say, history.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Tenpenny.
Oh, it's impolite for a gentleman to talk about himself, but I'd hope this magnificent tower would speak volumes.
Very well. Now, why are we blowing up Megaton exactly?
I complained offhand one day about how I thought that heap of metal on the horizon was a bit of an eyesore. Mr. Burke offered to take care of it. Burke is such an agreeable man, isn't he? I don't know how I got along without him. I practically don't have to think about things anymore. He takes care of everything. I seldom even have to ask. He's a real go-getter, that one. We need more men like him if we're going to rebuild the world.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to clear away the past to make room for the future.
Well said, indeed. You've got the entrepreneurial spirit. It gives me hope to see young people such as yourself with real heads on their shoulders.
I'll speak to you later, Mr. Tenpenny.
Good day.
Now then, Mr. Burke. You want me to press a button, do you? We can do that.
Savor this moment.
That was fun.
Now that, my friend, is beautiful.
Well done, Mr. Burke. What a grand display of fireworks. I almost wish there was another nuke we could detonate. You don't see that very often.
I'm glad you're pleased. I had help, of course.
Quite right. And you ought to offer her the reward we discussed. Now, all this bright light and wind has given me quite a thirst. Where's my scotch?
I'll send someone up as soon as I've completed business with our friend here.
Righto, and be quick about it. I haven't been dry in years. I'd hate to start now.
My God. What transcendent beauty. What purifying light. Allow me to collect myself, as I'm sure you're anxious to collect your payment. I have been asked to extend to you an invitation to reside at Tenpenny Tower. Here's the key and deed to your new master's suite. It's on the top floor, first door on your right from the elevator. Oh, enjoy your new accommodations. Oh, and if you wish to spruce the place up a bit, speak with Lydia Montenegro in the Boutique Les Chic.
I'm
Outstanding.
I must get something to eat before I pass out.
So, Megaton, not in the best of shape, but we've got a fancy house. What do you think about that, Jericho? Okay, he doesn't have any strong opinions about it one way or the other.
Yeah, let's get to the action.
So let's go have a look at our house. It's this room, I think. Now, what are you?
Very nice.
Godfrey.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Godfrey, your personal robotic butler. I am here to look after your needs and to keep you happy and entertained. What can I do for you?
Something's drink. Let's try that first.
Certainly, madam. Here you are.
Okay, so you can just make purified water.
Certainly, madam. Here you are.
Seems like it.
Certainly. Certainly. I'm sorry, madam. My condensation collectors need time to fully recharge before I can continue to dispense any more beverages.
No, that's fine. Tell me a joke.
Yes, it's common knowledge that irradiated cats have 18 half-lives.
Okay, that was alright.
I'll be sure and tidy up while you're away, madam.
Cool. So we've got a robot who can make water for us. That basically means that we've got an infinite supply of fresh water, which is nice. We've got a collector stand for our bobbleheads. Also good. It's a bit bare in here though. We could use something else, I think. But we also can stuff some things in this safe, which might be a good idea, because we are, as ever, over encumbered. Let's pop the Fat Man in there for now. It's quite weighty. We don't need that fancy sword, but we'll keep it as a keepsake, I think. Same with the coat and the Union hat. And we've got our own balcony as well. Oh, I see. It's shared with Mr. Tenpenny's balcony. You're in the way, Jericho. So that's kind of cool. Now we've got a place to store stuff. Hopefully we won't get encumbered quite so often. Let's go see what Lydia might have to sell. So, stuff for my suite. That's you, isn't it?
Good to see that old suite finally found an owner. I have all sorts of items and themes for that place that may interest you.
Tell me about your themes.
Some people don't like living in a boring old suite. Purchase a theme from me, and I use all of my design abilities to set your place up in the manner you request. You can choose from the Vault, Raider, Wasteland Explorer, Science, Love Machine, or pre-war themes.
Interesting. What's that pre-war theme all about?
Feeling a bit nostalgic, are we? Remember, once you buy a theme, you can't sell it back to me, although you could always purchase a new one.
Sounds good to me.
Well then, let's make a deal.
Can we afford these themes? Is the next question. 1508. So the answer is no in the short term. But she's also got things like workbenches and Nuka-Cola machines and laboratories. So there's a lot of stuff we might want to buy for our house down the line. So that gives us a good reason to gather up all the stuff we can.
Pleasant day to you, dear.
Now, I'm kind of curious about this little room that we found. Metro access. Let's see what's going on in here. Creepy Jericho suddenly appearing in front of us. There's a containment door that requires a key. If this connects to a metro, there's a possibility that Roy Phillips could gain access there, maybe? We probably want to go and deal with him now that we've got a nice house. We want it to look good. And it's not going to look good if there's a bunch of ghouls messing up the place. So let's go to that metro station and see what we can do. I should have probably rested while I was upstairs, got some health back, but we're on the move now. Shame about old Moira. Maybe we'll still do her little quest if we can. If we find any more mole rats, we'll give them a bash. Just in honour of her memory, as more than anything. She was like the one cool person that we met. Now, who's this bugger? Yeah, this is one of those feral ghouls that we heard about. Well, aim for the head. Works for most things. And this will be the train yard. It's a bit dark in here. But we've got a gun that does big single shots, so if any of those ghouls come close, we should be able to take them down with a single shot to the head. I don't know if there's going to be any traps down here like there were with the family. The feral ghouls obviously aren't smart enough for that, but Roy Phillips and his followers might be. Yeah, there's like two of you. Cool. Nice one, Jericho. Saved my butt there. Another one there. Looks like it. Sneak attacks. Great fun. I'm just going to stand back here, Jericho. You just stay there. Nice. What we got here? Fishing batteries. I can see that being the sort of thing that the outcasts might be interested in. But they're also quite weighty, so I'm not sure if we want to grab those right now.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah. Jericho's got right back into the swing of things. Yeah, we've got a couple of doors. And they both lead out to this tunnel.
Come on. I'm gonna fuck your shit up, kid.
Jericho, you wanna... Yeah. We took a hit. Because I was waiting for Jericho to get the job done to conserve our own ammo. Might not have been the wisest play. Nice. Sound like there might have been another one up there. But that's cool. Don't know which way we're supposed to be going right now, or if it matters. Maybe it'll all loop round to the same spot. Okay. This one's got a bit of armour by the look of it. Let's, yeah, let him get really close. There we go.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
I'm enjoying this little bug hunt. It's a lot more fun than just shooting rad roaches with a BB gun. Oop. The revolution starts here. Yeah, this Phillips guy sounds like a troublemaker, alright.
You there. Put your weapons away. Come over here. No funny business, unless you want to get shot.
I mean, we do like funny business. If that guy had any sense, he would have just shot us there and then. Guess there's nothing at ground level, by the look of it. So we might just have to go upstairs if we want to see what's happening. Snatch a bit of his ammo. There he is.
What are you doing here? It's not safe for your kind around here.
You threatened me. I need to see Roy Phillips.
Oh yeah? Is he expecting you? Well then, run along. It's not wise to keep Roy waiting. Has a bit of a temper, that one. You watch yourself.
He's not really expecting me. Gustavo hired me to kill you.
Figures. He's Tenpenny's adorable lapdog, isn't he? So what's your angle in all this?
I mean, I don't have to kill you if you were to give me a handful of caps.
Open your eyes, kid. Does it look like I got a fortune? Now bugger off before I get angry.
We could do that. Oh, you've turned your back on us. Interesting.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Apparently not, because we missed. So, yeah. Bam. Sneak attack crit. We like this. So if that's the level of opposition we're dealing with in here, then I think it's all good. They're not the brightest, these ghouls, it seems. No, you down this way, Roy? Or are you elsewhere? That might just be a way out. So maybe we do have to go down to the lower section again. It's possible they would have heard that gunshot and therefore be on alert when we get down here. But if they're not on alert, it's not going to go well for them. Anything more in that direction? The bloody mazes, these metro stations. But this seems to be the right way. There's Roy. There's Bessie. Doesn't seem to be anyone else around. Hello, Roy.
You there. Hold it. Who the hell are you? Not much to say? That's good. It'll keep you out of trouble. Be warned. Don't cause me or mine no problems, or I'll end you.
Well, I mean, I just killed a bunch of crazy ghouls in the metro tunnels, so I can handle myself.
So you killed a bunch of feral ghouls. Is that supposed to sound impressive? I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks. But they were a nice deterrent keeping out smooth-skinned bastards like yourself.
Gustavo hired me to kill you.
Is that so? He isn't man enough to do it himself. Sends a girl to do his dirty work. Think you got what it takes?
I could get the job done. But I don't have to if you can pay me.
You picked the wrong ghoul to fuck with, kid.
Evening.
Okie doke. He chose violence. And so he gets violence. What are you doing, Bessie? Not a lot. Chinese assault rifle, is that better or worse than a regular assault rifle? Or is it the same? Either way, that's the entire quest complete by the look of it. Are those steam gauge assemblies going to be useful for the outcasts? I should probably look that up at some point. How are we doing for inventory space? We've got a bit. So, Chinese assault rifle. It's less damage than our regular assault rifle. Oh no, those ones are better. So, it does look as though it's significantly better than our other assault rifles. So maybe we switch to that. We can't repair it with the regular ones. So we'll have to watch its durability a bit. But that's fine. Anything else down here? There's a bed. Wonderful. Bit of free healing. And this is just their living quarters, I suppose. Might be valuables. Let's grab some sensor modules. I'm sure the outcasts will take those. I think they mention them specifically. Pugilism Illustrated. We'll grab that. A couple more points of unarmed. And let's see. More bullets. Anything exciting in this direction? Just a bit more ammo to rob. And so it was in fact robbed. And here we got a door to the metro access and generator. So, was I correct? Are we bringing ourselves up into Tenpenny Towers? Maybe. Although it doesn't look as though we've got a key for it. I didn't pick one up off Roy Phillips. So, I guess this is a dead end for us. This way leads back out to the train tunnels. Might be some more ferals around. Oh, yep. Go on then. Give him 2 hits, Jericho.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up, kid. Die. Fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up, kid.
Gotta love his enthusiasm.
Oh, hell. Man, I missed this shit.
We've got a blue pass card. We are on the blue line, so that would make sense. Eastbound something station or westbound Warrington. Maybe if we go eastbound, we'll discover a new location. Because these tunnels do generally link up with one another quite a lot. Although no, it's all blocked off. Okay. Westbound it is. Back to the surface, hopefully. Okay, we're back to where his guard was. Up here. Was there a way from up here to a gate? I don't know. Maybe it was over this way. Yeah, this is the way that possibly leads back to a gate that we can use to escape. Excellent. And here we are at Warrington Station. So where's our man?
Hello.
That's just security guard. I guess he's inside somewhere. Maybe he's just lurking out here. Map marker suggests as much. Oh, he's having a kip. Tenpenny armament locker. Requires key. But we are detected. So I guess we're not snatching a key anytime soon. Need to get that sneak up. Wake up, you bugger.
Good to see you. This better be important.
Roy Phillips and his gang are fucking dead.
Didn't think you had it in you. Guess you proved me wrong. Good job. Knowing those ghouls are gone takes a load off my mind. Thanks. You'll be wanting the reward now, won't you? I suppose you've earned it. There's your caps. Contract fulfilled, debt paid. This don't mean we're buddies, all right? Now get going.
Good man. No, you got an armament supply.
I guess we could do a little trading. Here's what I got.
What sort of armaments are we talking here? Pulse mines? They sound interesting. An advanced radiation suit, that's even better than the one I've already got. And recon armor, which gives you sneak bonuses, but probably isn't as good as my combat armor, so maybe not. But it's good to know you've got some stuff. Now I'll see you later. And it's level 6. So let's get lockpicking up to 50. That leaves us, what, 3 points. So there's not really much point in putting them into sneak. Well, maybe. I like to round out a lot of my skills. just in case we've got speech checks that involve them, although that might be more of a New Vegas thing than anything else. We could potentially get barter and speech up to make a bit more cash, but small guns. That's how we negotiate with the Wasteland. And now what are we taking? We can take more ranks of Swift Learner. But there are some new things that have popped up, I think. Bloody Mess, for example. 5% extra damage with all weapons, and of course people just kaplode into a big pile of mess. That's great fun. Gunslinger, when using a pistol or one-handed weapon. We're probably going to be more about rifles and things, so maybe not. Toughness gives us more damage resistance. I think maybe Swift Learner's the best bet. And before we wrap up, maybe we'll pop back to the Outcasts. Just want to see what we can do here with our cameras and sensor modules and other stuff that we've picked up. Is it this guy? So we've got sensor modules.
It's practically junk, but we can get some use out of it. How'd you like your payment?
Good, so they can take those. We could just keep taking ammo, but maybe we'll get some stim packs this time. And we'll trade in the scrap metals for 556.
Try not to use it.
Okay, that's all for now. So I guess cameras
Get a move on.
don't count. I picked up a camera just to see, but apparently they don't want that, so it's just junk, really. Maybe we'll flog it to a shop next time we're near one. But I think that will just about wrap it up for today. So what are we going to do next time? We do still have the Wasteland Survival Guide quest in our inventory, despite the fact that Moira's been nuked to all hell. So maybe we'll go find some mole rats and hit them with a stick. That sounds fun. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.